Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Motivational Monday with Unhindered Faith. And we are continuing to talk about the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. In fact, this is the last law, the last one of this series. And so next week, we are going to jump into something else. It will be a surprise, but I'm looking forward to it. But today, we're going to talk about the law of contribution. The law of contribution. Growing yourself enables you to grow others. Let me ask you this question. What are you doing to grow yourself as maybe a person, a leader, maybe spiritually within your faith, maybe as a parent, a husband, a wife? The list goes on and on, but ask yourself this question. In what area that you're thinking of right now are you doing to grow yourself? It is said if you're not doing something with your life, it doesn't matter how long it is. In other words, if you aren't doing something with your life, it doesn't matter if you live 90 years, it doesn't matter if you live 50 years, whatever it is. If you're not doing something with your life, it doesn't matter how long your life is. We must see value in ourselves to pour value into ourselves, which in turn means we have to see value in other people if we're going to add value in other people. So why? Because people matter. People matter. You matter. And so because you matter, you need to see yourself that you have value for growth in your life and to put growth in your life. And we have to, in turn, contribute in the fact that we have to see value in other people, that we desire to pour value into other people. Benjamin Franklin said this: I would rather have it said he lived usefully than he died rich. Man, that is refreshing to hear in our culture today. And he would ask himself this. So he asked himself every day in the morning, what good shall I do today? And in the evening, he would ask himself, what good have I done today? There's 7 ways to make the right contribution choices. And I want to quickly go through this. I don't want to spend too much of our time today and your time. But I want you to think of these 7 ways. My ice maker is going. So if you hear something, that's what it is. 7 ways to make the right contribution choices. And here it is. Number 1, be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful for what you're walking through. Be grateful for where you're at, but be grateful for the growth that you can see in yourself. Be grateful. Number 2, put people first. Put people first. It's about people. Putting people first. Number 3, don't let stuff own you. Don't let stuff own you. The things of this earth are going to stay on this earth long after you're gone from this earth. So don't let stuff own you. They're just possessions. They're just things. They will come and they will go. And guess what? A lot of times they come back again. So don't let stuff own you. Number 4, don't let people own you. Don't let people own you. You own your own life. You own your own personal choices and growth. And yes, there's a faith factor in this, that we do belong. For me, in my faith, I belong to God, and God owns me in my life. But it's still my choice to allow that to take place. So don't let people own you. Number 5, define success. Define success in sowing, not reaping. Define success in sowing, not reaping. In other words, it's about planting the seeds, not necessarily what you reap out of the seeds. So when you are in your day, don't think about the gains that you get. Think about what you have put into the day. That's success. some of the greatest examples, or some of the greatest success that you could have is what you put out productively throughout the day, and you may not see the results. A lot of things that I do as a pastor, I will never see the results. I'll never see the results, but I have to sit back and go, okay, I need to understand that it's what I put in. In fact, this last school year, as in our special education class, I constantly reminded the team that we may never see the results of these kids because they're first and second grade autism. But that stage in life, I look at is very crucial. We play a very critical part in their life in developing some life skills, some behavioral issues, and teaching them how to communicate how they feel. Because if they could do that, then academics will just come easy. And who knows where they'll be in the future? We may never know. But what I do know is what we put in each day matters. And so, number 6, focus on self-development, not self-fulfillment. We are all about our toys, things that make us feel good. I mean, I am when I'm having a bad day, give me that ice cream, give me the chocolate, you know what I'm saying? It's those, the things that are self-fulfilling, but what I have learned in the recent years, and it's something that I've always had, but I have really focused, is focusing on my self-development. And self-development is huge. Is huge. So I focus on self-development, not self-fulfillment. And number seven is keep growing to keep giving. Let me say it again. Keep growing to keep giving. If you want to keep giving, you have to keep growing. In other words, you will, if you're not growing yourself, if you're not pouring and investing in yourself in personal development, then eventually the well that's within you is going to run dry. Pastors experience burnout because they are so busy with schedules. They continue to pour out and they don't take care of themselves. And that's where we find a lot of pastors burn out. A lot of leaders will burn out because they're not growing within themselves and refreshing themselves. In fact, in Scripture, it talks about we need to invest, or what we pour out should be in the overflow of what is in our tank. In other words, what people receive from us in giving should be the overflow of what we are full with. And so I just wanted to encourage you with that. Jim Rohn says this: the greatest gift you can give to someone is your own personal development. I have learned that in the recent years, is that the greatest gift that I could give my family is whatever we walk through in life, is that my kids will see that their dad is continuing to grow and invest in himself to be a better person, a better man of God, and a better father and husband, and all the other things that I play in people's lives. And so I just wanted to encourage, whatever you're walking through today, this week, think about how you can invest in yourself, pour into yourself, and so that other people will be encouraged and that you can give into other people's life. So make the decision to put others ahead of your own agenda. Let's contribute into our society, something that's not seen much anymore, but yet is a command, and that is to put other people before ourselves. I made a decision just over a year ago that I was willing to fight for my family and make a decision that was hard, but I decided that it was worth it for my family and protecting my family. And so I made that decision. And as hard as as the season has been, it's been the most fulfilling in the fact of people that have come through my life that normally I probably would have never met, or situations that I would never have encountered. And what I found is in those decisions, when you put other people first over your own agenda, then you will see a fulfillment that will take place. So just wanted to encourage you with that. Let's put other people first. It starts, the ice was just made. So let's put other people first. And part of that is also your own personal development. I want to thank you for going on this journey the last 15 weeks. Can you believe it? On John Maxwell's The Invaluable Laws of Growth. If you have not picked up the book, make sure that you do that. We jumped into a leadership class. We just wrapped up our second week of High Road Leadership. Love the book. If you have not picked up that book, pick up that book. It is so relevant as I'm going through it. And seeing what the political season is, and business and personal life is so crucial for us to figure out how to be high road leaders in what our nation is facing today. And seeing that there are personal agendas out there. I'm not saying one side or the other. I'm saying just in general, we need to be different. And so high road leadership and talking about personal growth, this coming fall, I think I'm gonna offer 2 leadership classes through Zoom. And I will announce which ones those are in a few weeks, but put that on your calendar. I think we'll start that in September. There'll be 2 different ones. You could pick one or pick 2. Maybe I'll make a special deal if you choose to participate in 2 of them with a price discount. Usually they run $150 per group, per class, and that's just an investment in yourself. But stay tuned for that, and love you, appreciate you. Have a great week. Keep us in your thoughts and prayers as we are Rodeo Bible Camp this week up in Battleground, Washington. And I'll keep you posted on how that goes. You could follow us on social media and see the updates on that. But thank you so much for going on this journey with Unhindered Faith. And let's continue to walk out each day with unhindered faith.